I am from East Palestine, Ohio. I'm a non-politician who decided to run. In my 30s, I built one of the largest chiropractic offices in the entire nation. I know how to communicate, I know how to run a business, I know how to build a business, and I know how to get things done. When I'm on a mission, I am like the Terminator. I do not stop. So, you might say that, well, where is his experience in politics? I actually think that's an advantage, because when the CDC came into my town, and the EPA came into my town, and the federal government came into my town, I had no experience in chemical disasters. And I'm not a politician, but many credit me for the EPA having to expand their map of contamination in my town. I'm known as the Creek Ranger locally because I would put military gear on and go expose the lies, deceit, and corruption of the EPA, the CDC. In the United States history, the largest chemical spill from a train derailment and subsequent chemical bomb, I call it, or controlled burn, the CDC discouraged doctors from testing people. So I defied the CDC and tested people, and they came up with high levels of those chemicals from the train in their bodies. One of those individuals, whose whole family became ill after, he is now undergoing chemo for a rare form of male breast cancer. And he had a double mastectomy. Can you prove causation? No, and that's just what those companies want. So I will fight for you, D6. I had a lot to lose. I think my parents, my father came here legally from China, met a Hungarian Polish woman. We used to have fried rice and goulash at home. I think they would be very proud of my net worth. I had a lot to lose. I didn't know if the railroad, the CDC, the EPA, the government was going to come after me, but I fought for justice. And when I win, I want justice, but I also want a reckoning for the people that are still afflicted and out of their homes in East Palestine. And I'm not a one-trick pony. I will fight for the entire D6, just like I fought for East Palestine, Ohio, and continue to fight. And lastly, I'll say, this ballot's very confusing. Someone came up to me and said, can you explain this? Why are you on there twice? And it's got to do with who takes over for Bill Johnson's seat in June and who's going to fight the Democrat. Or I should say, as Michael Rowley and I met them and had a debate with them, they're really two communists. So who's going to fight the Democrats in November? And so I started to explain. I said, forget that. All you need to know is vote Rich I both times, and you're good to go. So thank you for having me. And beautiful, beautiful area. I was down here earlier at your Friendship Center a few weeks ago, and thank you for having me, everybody.